Welcome to the penultimate episode of the Pathfinder Basics Guide for 2nd edition. My name is Model 42 and in this video we will talk about ancestries, heritages, classes, and how they could, and should, affect your depiction of the characters. An ancestry, also called race in 1st edition, is your typical selection of people you expect to see in a fantasy setting, like humans, elves, dwarfs, gnomes, halflings and goblins. Because a lot of books have been published in the 3 years of its existence, there are also tons of other ancestries available, may they be lizardmen, orcs, catfolk or kobolds. Almost 30 in total. Heritages meanwhile are there to differentiate one human from another human, or one dwarf from another dwarf. Also you will find what is called versatile heritage, like a tiefling or a changeling, which function exactly the same, but extend your lore further and give you access to more ancestry feats. These are based on locations and culture and further enrich your backstory, classes, and by extension, your background, are more your experiences and what you have learned in the time so far. Ancestries, versatile heritages and classes all have something really cool to help you get into character and write an authentic hero, without you needing to study each and every lore book. Among their description are 3 points each listed under you might, and others probably. These are more or less clichés and expectations for your playstyle, and I highly suggest, while writing your character and her personality, to include all, or at least most, of the you might points listed there, and add your own quirks and personality traits, to make an authentic, but unique character. When you sit down at a table to roleplay, nobody is expecting you to do funny voices, speak with an accent or pull a Robert Downey Jr. and be an amazing, Oscar-winning actress. If you can do that, by all means, try it, since it can enhance the fun and emotion of a story, as long as you don't overdo it. Like mentioned before, if you build an authentic character and enrich him with your own style, you already will be able to play a great character. To play, you simply have to do one thing. Whenever you make a decision, whenever you describe what your character does, whenever you say something is your character, you need to think about your character's personality and knowledge, and base it upon that. If your character would never think of doing a certain thing, like a stubborn warrior picking a lock, then don't do it. That is pretty much all you need to do. If you do or say things you, as the player knows, but your character has no chance of knowing, then that is called metagaming and is universally not accepted and frowned upon. This can be difficult for new players and even harder for veterans of the game, and cannot be avoided entirely. Just try to. That's all your DM and your players can expect. A few pointers before we end this lesson, that are universally good for any role-playing game, no matter which one it is. Turn your smartphones off, or at least silent, if you need it for your rules or dice rolls. Looking at it because your buddies texted you, or browse the web while waiting for others to make their turns, shows disinterest and is considered extremely rude. Know your rules and character, so you can make your turns quickly and efficiently, and prepare it, while others make theirs. Always listen to the other players and the DM, since it is the story of you all, and show interest by engaging with the world, its inhabitants, the story, and, above all, with your fellow player characters. You are a team and you need to show it. Also, do never ever build characters who only look out for themselves, are evil to the core, or are lone wolves, who do not engage, unless engaged, and answer in one-syllable sentences all the time. If you have questions, or problems, ask your group for clarification. Pathfinder is a complex, not difficult, game with tons and tons of details in the rules, and nobody knows everything. A great tip at the end, read the appendix. Not only does it tell you where to find the thing you are looking for in the book, it also contains descriptions and even clarifications for trays to solve problems, for example, the polymorph tray. This will conclude this lesson. The last video will be a complete character creation, where I will demonstrate for you the simple method Pathfinder uses to create amazing, cool and great characters in detail, so that you can start right away making your own wonderful heroes. Thank you so much for watching, and if this video was helpful to you in any way, please leave a like, subscribe for more content, and leave a comment telling me what you look forward to when starting a new game.